Hello, guys. Hope you are doing well. So, there's a few things I want to discuss, such as WNBA commercials. My thing is, how do you feel about the WNBA commercials that they're showing right now? Because I'm not really feeling the current WNBA commercials that they show on television with some of these players. You may see Sue Bird and Steph Curry doing commercials together, and then you'll see Candace Parker, and then you see Kelsey Plum doing commercials. I mean, them commercials are fine, don't get me wrong, but I miss the old commercials back when the WNBA started. You remember the commercials they used to do with the actress Kyla Pratt when she was a little girl? And she used to do the commercials with Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper, Sheryl Swoopes, I believe, and Tina Thompson. Okay, that's another player. Those were the best commercials. They don't do commercials like that anymore. I know there was a commercial with, I think Kelsey Plum. I think that's the latest commercial. You'll see it like every now and then on TV. It was a commercial when they was at a house and they were partying and they started dancing. So I'm like, these are the type of commercials you're showing? And I'm just not feeling it. I mean, how do you feel? Because the NBA commercials, I mean, they still pretty good. NBA commercials, they are right. But like the WNBA commercials, I'm just not feeling it, you know. Because when the WNBA started back in the day, I would say 97 or whatever, they had some banking commercials. I remember when they were trying to promote the WNBA. And I like the commercial when, Nikki McCrae, rest in peace, Nikki McCrae. That's what I want to say. I know a few days ago, everyone found out she dies. I just want to say rest in peace. And my condolences go out to her family. Nikki McCrae was a great player. I always used to watch her when she was playing with the Washington Mystics. But I remember she did a commercial when the WNBA started. It was her, another player, Ruthie, that used to play with the Sacramento Monarchs. I remember she did the commercial with her. It was the commercial when they came in, they were going on a basketball court and they started singing. I think it was something about everybody join in. They were singing songs like that. And then Nikki McCrae started singing. I think Ruthie Bolton started singing. That was a nice commercial. It's actually on YouTube. If you look it up, you could probably type in Nikki McCrae, Ruthie Bolton, join in commercial, and then that'll come up. But they had some bomb commercials years ago. And like I said, the ones that Kyla Pratt was doing with Lisa Leslie and like some of the players from the Houston Comets, like I said, Tina Thompson, Cynthia Cooper, and Sheryl Swoopes, those were like the best commercials. I used to laugh at those commercials a lot, because I thought it was cute and funny. When they used to be, they just show when they were out, just hanging out, and then Kyla Pratt and two other little girls just come up to them and start telling them about their game and just distracting them, bothering them. But I thought it was cute and funny. But they need to go back doing those commercials, because I feel like the commercials with the WNBA they do now is just like whatever. I can't get into it. They don't, promote the WNBA like they used to. They don't promote them right. I think they need to go back to how they used to do the WNBA commercials. They need to do better promotion. Because when they started the WNBA, they did, they was actually promoting. But right now, it just seems like they don't care about nothing with these women anymore. And I could just see that every day as time go by. So there's a few things I also want to discuss. I want to discuss about the Sparks. So for at least the past 4 or 5 games, they have lost. So what the heck is going on with the Sparks? I'm trying to understand that. I just don't know why they're losing every game. Some players I like, what's her name, Carly Samuelson, she's good. And then I just found out today that Destiny Henderson has been released from the team. The simple fact that I believe because Lasia Clarendon, who's currently on the team, she's returning because she was out based on being injured. So she's supposed to return on the floor. So I believe that's why they're letting Destiny Henderson go. But Destiny Henderson was on the hardship contract anyway. So, I mean, you can expect it or not expect it. I mean, she was on the team, so I was hoping they would at least keep her or decided to keep her. I was hoping that because I knew she was on a hardship contract. So I was just hoping they would just keep her permanently. But obviously they didn't want to keep her permanently. So I feel that, you know, you releasing her, but what about Ray Burrell? Because Ray Burrell, the past few games that they put her in, she was not playing well. And Destiny Henderson played better than her. From me watching the games, I seen Destiny Henderson play way better than Ray Burrell. I would have released Ray Burrell because Ray Burrell is not really playing well. That's just my opinion. That's what I see. I probably would have kept Destiny Henderson permanently. And I'm sure she don't like it. She probably just putting up with it, but I would just hate for her to get shoved from team to team. I mean, I don't think that's good to be getting shoved from team to team. So we don't know what's going to happen. I guess we'll see. So, And then there's another thing I want to talk about, like roster spots, like Nneka Ogwumike's sister, China Ogwumike. Like, I'm wondering, when did she get on the floor playing? Because I feel like she's taking up a spot for someone that wants to play, like Destiny Henderson. Destiny Henderson on this hardship contract being released, but what's going on with China Ogwumike? I mean, if you want to sit there and just look cute, then you don't need to be on the team. Because I just wonder if she's really injured. And I know she works with ESPN or do like her little commentator job or whatever when it comes to the NBA. So I'm just like, well, is she on the team because her sister on the team? Is she the star of the team? Like, that shouldn't even be like that. So I don't know what the WNBA is doing. That's just messed up right now. Because is she really injured to the point where she's not able to get on the floor, or she's just sitting there trying to look cute? And that's what some of these WNBA players get confused about. They had these fashion fits that get into their head. And I don't even think when the WNBA started years ago, they weren't doing fashion fits like that. I mean, yes, they come to the game looking cute, as they should. I'm not down in that because you want to look nice, But I don't think they were blowing up the fashion fits like that when the WNBA started. Now that they're doing these fashion fits where the girls are coming to the game and they want to put on their best gear, their little dresses or their little shorts with their heels or whatever outfit they like, I think it's getting to some of their heads. Like, they feel like, I don't have to play today. I can just come and look cute and take pictures and then I'll be on social media. See, that's the problem right there. It's the fashion fits. And I'm not saying they need to cut it out, but I think that's some type of distraction of them playing the game. I mean, you're here to play basketball, not come to look cute or walk the runway. You can come to look cute, but don't think that's the only thing that's going to keep you on the team. That's all I'm saying. It's a mess right now. And the All-Star game. So my thing is, did you watch the WNBA All-Star game? Because I was rooting for Team Wilson. And I looked at the game. I was watching it on my phone because I was out somewhere. So I was like, let me at least try to watch it on my phone. Even though I taped it at home. But since I was out or whatever, I was like, let me see if I can watch on my phone. I did watch on my phone. And I saw that the game was boring. because Team Wilson seemed like they weren't even serious about winning. It seemed, they shouldn't. They breaking all these threes, not even doing layups or not doing any tricks. So I'm like, well, are y'all here to play or y'all just don't care? So I'm not. I just feel like they could have beat Team Stewart, but Team Wilson was just all about, playing games, just having fun and not taking it seriously. That's what I saw. Because I know they could have beat Team Stewart, but I think Team Wilson could take it or leave it. That's what I saw. So I kind of was like turning it off on my phone. Then I went back to check on my phone to see if the score changed. But Team Stewart was beating them bad. And it seemed like Team Wilson can care where they could take it or leave it if they lost or not. And then there was some that was on Team Wilson that was trying to take it seriously, like Aaliyah Boston. It seemed like she was trying to at least score. She was on and off the court, but it looked like she was actually trying to play. And then some players on Team Wilson looked like they weren't really trying to play. They can care less. And the reason why I'm saying that, because when they're on their actual teams, when they're playing against one another, when it's not the All-Star game, they play seriously like the Aces. Now, some of them on the Aces was not taking it seriously, and I know when they're playing like the real game, they don't play like that. The way they played in the All-Star game, they don't play like that when they're actually playing. I know that. So I knew Team Wilson didn't even care if they lost. I know that. Because I always watch the Aces play, and they go hard when they play. And a lot of them on the court I wouldn't say all of them, but some of them wasn't really going hard on the court because they just didn't care. But whatever, But the only thing interesting to me was the skills challenge. I did like the skills challenge, and the 3-point shot game challenge. I did enjoy that. And then the other challenge, where they pair up with their team members and they go around shooting buckets or whatever. I mean, that's the only thing interesting to me. But the All-Star game, I was just over it. So I was just like, okay, Team Wilson didn't want to win, whatever. So that's all I want to talk about with the WNBA All-Star game. Another thing I want to discuss was the Atlanta Dream. I don't know. I know I mentioned that the Indiana Fever may possibly make the playoffs. I don't know, to be honest. I think Atlanta Dream is on the come up because they've been winning games. They've been playing hell of a good, especially Renee Howard. She's been playing good. So I think Atlanta Dream is the team to watch. Indiana Fever, I'm not too sure now by watching them. I'm not too sure if they are going to make the playoffs. I think they're ranking at number 9 as far as the WNBA standings. I don't really know. I would have to give it maybe another month to see, but I kind of have my doubts about the Indiana Fever making the playoffs. But I pray that they do get there, but I'm not too sure. But I believe Atlanta Dream, they're the team to watch. They're on the come up. So keep your eyes on them, because it seems like they're there to really win. So I've been trying to keep up with Atlanta Dream, because they're actually playing better than last year. Last year they didn't do too good last season, but this season looked like they got it together this season. So I'm gonna keep my eye on them. So that's all I want to discuss. Have a good night.